Hi everybody, it's Kathy. My channel is CraftyCat Stitcher. Welcome to video number 22, Flosstube video. But you already knew that, right? Today is Monday, November 19th, 2018, Thanksgiving week. And it just really snuck up on me. I don't know about you, but if you celebrate Thanksgiving, it's usually a little bit later in the month. The third Thursday comes a little bit later date-wise, so it kind of surprised me that that's what was happening. I mean, I didn't just realize it today, but you know what I mean. So anyway, let me catch up. Let me do a little bit of backing up into my last video where I had sort of an editing fail. I was going to show you my favorite Halloween decoration. I think I had the editing thing straightened out for that, and I'm going to try. And again, I can make no guarantees, but I'm going to go ahead and try to put that photo of my favorite Halloween decoration right here. And you might have seen it, and you get extra points if you can tell me who that is. And I don't really know what the points are going to be for. I don't know. Let me go ahead and move something around a little bit. Okay, thanks. Hope you're having a good week. Autumn is in the air. If you hear some noise outside, it's my neighbor's lawn service scooping up their leaves. At least they could do. If they're going to make that much noise, just do mine, but mine are already done. So, let's see. I had a pretty good few weeks. We had a fun road trip that we took, and I'll tell you all about that a little bit later. And but right now, let me start out with whips and show you what I've been working on the past few weeks. The first thing is Frosty Forest, and I know I showed you the center block before, but now I started on the second one to its left, and that one is it is Snow Girl's Cottage. So that's what's up next on Frosty Forest, but I like this. My roll frame's working really well for this big piece of fabric. If I didn't have this, I don't know what I'd do, because it is on linen, and I really personally don't like to put a hoop on linen, because I don't know, I can never get the hoop marks out, and if you have a better way to do that, let me know. But it's working really well on the roll frame, so I really don't have any complaints. So that one's coming along pretty good. All right, last time, I just feel like I'm moving around a lot here. Sorry about that. Last time I talked about how I have the rotation going, and I didn't feel like I would get anything finished at the rate I was going with all of my whips, which, as I have discovered, isn't that many, 14, 15, 16, somewhere around there. But I decided to do a focus piece, which I will go back to more often in my rotation. So I'll rotate other projects and then bring in this one more often, so at least I can get it done. Now, it's Cricut Collection, Be Ye Thankful. That's the part I'm doing currently, so that's my focus piece. I'm not going to get this done for this Thanksgiving. I'm not, and I've accepted that, but next Thanksgiving, I'm going to have this done. I really like this. See, I've got Be Thank. That's pretty good. Be Thank, right? And I like this so much. That house, and as I'm putting in all the little leaves, and I guess these are fruits or vegetables or something, flowers, I don't know. As I'm putting those in, I like it more and more. So, looking good. And this is some kind of a Jobelan 28 count. I don't know what the color is. It's like it's a tan, and it's darker in person than it is what's showing up here. I'm using all DMC, and the coverage is really good, I think, even with the black that sometimes we have problems with. So I think it's looking good, and it will be done for next Thanksgiving and framed and everything. So that is my current focus piece until I start another focus piece. But not until that one's done. So, I keep thinking I worked on something else over the past few weeks, but I can't remember what it was, and I looked through. I don't know. Maybe I just worked on Be Thankful a lot. But, did you ever just start a project, spur of the moment? You just started it because you wanted to. I did it. I did that this week. I've been thinking about this chart, and I know I had it, and I think somebody gave this to me, or I got it in some kind of exchange, or somebody just gifted it to me. I don't. If you're the one, thank you. But this one, I saw this in person. I saw this stitched, and it was so pretty. And I said, I gotta start it. I got home from work one day, and I just got it out. It's kit. It's dimensions. Believe. Look at it. It's so pretty. I think it was easy because it's a kit, and it was all there for me already. But I will say that it had Ada in it. And I took it out, and that Ada was almost as stiff as paper. And I thought, I can't do that. I'm not an Ada snob, but it's just hard for me to use it. So I started on it, and I got this much done already. Pretty good, huh? I like it. So, and I don't know, maybe I was in the Christmas mode also, but I just thought it was pretty cool looking, and it was in my stash. Who gave this to me? If you gave this to me, let me know, because thank you. I like it. So anyway, Believe, new start, new whip. Why not? It's Christmas. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Oh, I know what it was. I worked on some other stuff. I was doing some other stitching, but it's, 'tis the season. It's gift giving time, and I have a couple of gifts that I'm working on that I can't show. So, I think that's pretty typical for us Flosstubers. There are certain things that we can show and certain things that we just can't at the moment. I'll get pictures of them and make sure that I include them later on. So if I can figure out how to edit. Okay. I want to do I'm sitting in this chair doing this today, and I probably shouldn't. There goes the lampshade. Come here, little lamp. Okay. I want to do some cross stitch rewind. And, it being the Thanksgiving and Christmas season, you start thinking more about family, and you miss family. And I wanted to show you something my mom made for me a long time ago. She made me this. And this is really, really old. Cross stitch wise, she made this. She had to have made this in the late 80s, early 90s, probably, and gave that to me. She didn't do framing. She would stitch things and say, here, you do the framing. And back then I did sticky board, so I know it's on sticky board. I know that for a fact because that's what I did back then. And I think it's really pretty. Unfortunately, I don't know what the pattern is. I don't know what this chart is. I keep thinking it's from a magazine, but I don't know for sure. I don't know. So if you know, let me know. I would really like to have the name of this. But it's something special. She did not initial it, but I know who did it. So, you know, just having these things around, it's just really nice to remember people by. And when somebody does something special, like stitch something for you, it's really, really nice. So that's my cross stitch rewind. Something from my mom. Her name was Lillian. She loved Thanksgiving and Christmas. Okay. I watched some new Flosstubers. You know how I like to do that. Let me get the names so I get this right. I'm going to get it correct. First one, and these are all relatively new, like within the last month or so. Maybe month and a half, 2 months. The first one is North Carolina Stitcher. Her name is Debbie. She has a lot of whips. She's interesting. She stitches beautiful, bright colors on many things. Just friendly as can be. Go watch Debbie at North Carolina Stitcher. Also, the Crafty cataloger, Katrina. She's a multi-crafter, very talented, cross-stitch, knitting, and quilting, to name a few. Oh, also she made her own. She made her Christmas cards. She made them. Just love it. You know, just seeing what people can make. It's so cool. So, her Flosstube channel name caught my eye because she's a cataloger. She works at a library like I do. So, we have a little bit in common there. Okay, the third one, Sunshine Stitchers, Sheila, Gary, and EJ, a trio of cross stitchers, and their friendship is so obvious in their videos and the chemistry between them, and they just laugh and have a good time. They stitch all kinds of things. Beautiful wall in the back of them that they change out with things that have been stitched. It's just beautiful. But anyway, watch their video. Lots of fun. You'll see a lot of different stitching. They're just fun people. So check them out. Sunshine Stitchers. Okay. We had a road trip earlier this month. First weekend of the month. Well, actually, it was just one day. We did it on the first Saturday in November. And my cohorts, Pat and Peggy, and I got in Peggy's car and went to Alabama. Now, we live in Georgia, so it was not a close trip. I mean, it wasn't a short drive. It was pretty far. It took a while. But it was a lot of fun because, you know, 3 friends in the car, there's a lot of chit-chatting, bucket of leftover Halloween candy. How can you go wrong? I mean, and it was a beautiful day, beautiful fall day. Alabama is beautiful. This was all in northern Alabama. Color changes, pretty little towns to drive through. We did a lot of like country-ish kind of roads. Beautiful cotton fields, just a lot of beautiful scenery, you know, things to see. There was one actual little town that we drove through that had it looked to me like a general store, and there were dogs laying on the sidewalk outside of the general store. I mean, how much more small town and homey can you get? It was so cute, but we had a great time. But our goal, our destination, was cross stitch, right? So, Peggy was the planner and driver, and I thank her profusely for driving because she had this planned out so well. There were 3 stores that we wanted to visit, and 2 of them closed at 3 and 1 closed at 5. So, I mean, even though we set out early, you know, you have to allow for driving time and then also for looking time. So you hit the first store and you got to kind of budget a little bit. So she planned it out so that we got to the store that closed at 5 last. And everything worked out perfectly. And the first place we went to was, and I'm going to get these, again, I want to read my names off of this because I want to get this right. it was Stitcher's Haven in Guntersville, Alabama. And we met Barbara, the owner, and she's super nice and super helpful. And it was a beautiful store, had a lot in it. She did have knitting supplies also. And we managed to make some purchases, which, you know, for 3 people who really don't have a dedicated cross stitch store, excuse me, you know, when you go there, it's like it's literally kid in a candy store, ladies in a cross stitch store, stitchers in a cross stitch store. It's just, you know, we just don't have this. We can't hop in the car and go, oh, I'm out of, you know, whatever, I got to go get this floss. You can't do that. Everything's online for us. And so visiting this store was just, it was just like, ah. I think that's how we felt through this whole trip. But this was a really nice store. We loved it. Spent some time there, made purchases, had a great time. The second one was in Decatur, Alabama, and it was the Cross Stitch Peddler. And Marlene is the owner, and she was also very, very nice and helped us out a lot. And we had a really nice time there. Beautiful models on the wall. I mean, just full of things. You can tell that I was greatly affected by all this because we just never get to do this. So we spent time there, had a lovely time. Again, I believe all of us made purchases. I know I made purchases. And then, last but not least, we just drove on to Huntsville, and where we visited Patches and Stitches. And again, the ladies working there were so helpful and welcoming, and it was in a cute little house. And it's also a combination store. There's cross stitch, and then in the back they have quilting and a lot of quilting fabrics and things. Which I didn't even go in that part. Well, I'm not a quilter, but it looked really nice. If you are a quilter, you probably have a really, really good time there. And again, just well stocked, lots of charts and accessories and threads on the walls. Just, we had so much fun. It was like I said, it was a beautiful day. It was sunny. We had great weather, and just going out there and just having a fun day is just like something I'll just always remember. And I hope we get to do it again, because there's some other people we want to drag along on this trip, and I don't think we'd have to drag them because, well, at the end of the day, so you know, we were pretty much subsisting on that bucket of Halloween candy, which was very good, by the way, and whatever drinks we brought with us. We were hungry at the end of the day, and Peggy had scoped out some restaurants, and one of them was a German restaurant in Huntsville called Hildegard's, and so we decided that's where we're going. It was delicious and fun, and it didn't hurt that we had a funny, friendly waiter who played a joke on Pat, and it was just fun. We had a really good time. Great dinner, delicious. Stuffed ourselves and headed home. And again, thank you. I know you're watching this, Peggy. Thank you for driving. Had just a great time. Next time we have to get my sister in the car with us, don't we? Yeah. So that is what we did. And let me tell you, let me pull this over. I have to pull this over and show you. Okay, now I know some of you don't like to see what I call it new stuff, and a lot of people call it haul or Stitchy acquisitions or whatever. I should call it Stitchy acquisitions because, well, I'm an acquisition assistant. So, but anyway, things that I got. Okay, so where do I start? So if you don't like this part, you could probably skip. Just say bye now. I like it. I like seeing what people got. You know, either I'm enabled or I'm not. So just if you are easily enabled and you don't want to be, then you might not want to see this. But let's start. Thankful Quaker, Bent Creek. So cute. I've got Heartstring Sampler, and oops, it's for Spacious Skies. You gotta understand, we don't get, you know, when you don't get to see things in person and then you see them, it's just a big day. I'm gushing. This is by Scissor Tail Designs. It's called Rise and Shine. Chickens. And it's cute and adorable, and it'll be really nice for a patriotic display. Here's one that I saw somebody stitching once in person, and I thought, man, I like this one a lot. Bluebird Garden by Artful Offerings. Don't you just love him? And I liked him so much, I got the flosses for him. So there he is, Bluebird Garden, and the flosses. Look at that. Look, I'm going to put it really close. Love it. Okay, let's move on. Oh yeah, this one. This is one that I was really looking for. The Christmas House Trio by Waxing Moon Designs. Cute. Aren't those cute? And also the Halloween House Trio by Waxing Moon Designs. Oh, so much fun. Oh, Tannenbaum by Brenda Gervais. I like all the little motifs in there, the little individual ones. They're so cute. I like that. I also got by Brenda Gervais, Basketful of Summertime. And it really is a basket full of summertime. Look at that little dog with the flag. So cute. Can you tell? We had fun. And my credit card almost melted, I think, at one point. But I'm okay. Plum Street Samplers, Henpeck. Look at how cute they are. I also got the floss for them. Henpeck. Fun. Oh, yeah, this one. This is fun, too. This is a Christmas Tree of Ornaments by Bent Creek. And, you know, I got the Candy Corn of Mischief by Bent Creek, and it's the one that has the floss and the fabric in it, and the floss is pearl cotton. This is the same series, but I think this is really adorable. Look at that. Cute. And fun. Sue Hillis Designs, A Wintry Mix. Ooh, isn't that pretty? You know, it's like you could do them separately or you could do them all together. Just pretty trees, you know? And you know, I got the Christmas on the Brain, which is why I bought this Prairie Schooler Christmas Strawberries. Strawberries are everywhere now, and I just like it that these are Christmas ones. Oh yeah. I have made little strawberries before out of fabric with the emery inside, so that'll be fun to do. Okay. Oh, look at this. It's a Mill Hill kit, Out on a Limb. Look at this. I've never seen this before. It's on brown Aida. I don't know if the Aida seems soft, which will be really good, but I want it to be on the brown. It has to be on the brown. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that cool? Out on a Limb. This one's Aqua Bird. And there are different kinds of birds. But I just bought Aquabird. Because also I wanted to get this. Here, let me get this off. No. This is also a Mill Hill kit. It's Laurel Birch, and this one's Feline Friends. I love Laurel Birch cats. Isn't that cute? Okay, so when we walked into one of the shops, we saw a model on the wall that is no longer available. And, you know, the shop owner said, no, it's, you know, I can't get that anymore. And from her supplier. And so I started to dig around on the internet and found it. And it was from the actual designer. And you could get it as a PDF or a digital download on Crafty. So Pat, my friend Pat, wanted this too, and I knew it. And I went and ordered one. And then when I went to order the second one, it wouldn't let me. It said, no, you already have one. You can go into your downloads and get it anytime you want. And I thought, well, what if you want to buy one for your friend? You know, there's no way I was going to make copies of it. I don't do that. So I contacted the designer, and she was the nicest person. Her name is Cheryl Haynes, and she's from Prairie Grove. Let me start that again. Prairie Grove Peddler. And she sent, so I purchased the second one through her. And there it's called Falling Leaves. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, made up. We couldn't take our eyes off of it. We stood, it was right, kind of like right inside the door when you walked into one of the shops. And we stood and stared at it for a while because it was so beautiful. So, so now Pat has one and I have one. And thank you to Cheryl Haynes from Prairie Grove Peddler. Okay, I also got some Inker Black and White to try to see if indeed I like it better than DMC. I got some floss rings. Yay. And I got my Victorian Motto threads for the month, which is also new stuff. You getting tired of seeing new stuff yet? And I'll just show you these really quick. Oops. They're all beautiful. They're the primitive collection. Beautiful, beautiful. Ooh, nice. I always like getting those, you know that, because I've said that before. And also, I got some trim from Victorian Motto. And I got medium green. That's pretty, isn't it? Champagne. I got antique red. This is going to go on one of the gifts that I'm making. Dark wine. And they sent me a little bonus. It was new Christmas red. Isn't that pretty? So that's it. That's what I got this month. Just a few little things. I also went through things. I went through some of my charts and attempted to just purge it a little bit and take things out that I don't want anymore, and I'll see what I can do with those. But that's about it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you didn't get too tired of watching all of the new stuff. My plans, I'm just going to keep working on going through my rotation, and of course work on my focus. Be ye thankful, which is what we should be this week, is thankful. And just remember all the good things we have, and be thankful for even the littlest, tiniest things in our lives. And that's what I plan to do. We're spending Thanksgiving this year with my brother and sister-in-law, and my sister and brother-in-law and their two girls in the North Georgia mountains. And I'm excited to see everybody all together. It's always wonderful to see that and to see them, and to be there with them at this time of the year. And I hope that if you celebrate Thanksgiving, yours is wonderful and you enjoy it and get a little stitching time in between eating and cooking and all of that, and of course cleaning up. Just enjoy it. Have a great next few weeks. I'll see you maybe in a few weeks, as I try to do a video approximately every 3 weeks, and who knows, it could be longer, I don't know. But hope you enjoyed it. Happy Thanksgiving, and I'll see you next time. Bye.